Throughout U.S. history, the intersection of gender identity and leadership reveals a complex tapestry woven from societal perceptions and evolving norms. In earlier centuries, discussions surrounding gender identity were stunted by a limited vocabulary. Terms like transgender were virtually non-existent. Individuals expressing gender variance often navigated through a labyrinth of stigma and discrimination, their identities largely suppressed by cultural narratives that favored rigid gender roles. This historical context serves as a foundation for understanding the challenges faced by those who deviate from traditional norms. Leadership has often been characterized by masculine qualities, setting a daunting precedent that influences public perception of leaders, especially presidents. The ideal leader embodied strength, decisiveness, and assertiveness, traits traditionally associated with masculinity. Consequently, public figures, including presidents, felt compelled to project these qualities, often at the expense of their authentic selves. This perpetuates a cycle where societal expectations shape the expressions of leadership, creating barriers for those who identify outside the masculine norm. As a result, many leaders had to grapple with the pressures of conforming to the prevailing gender narrative. In recent decades, however, societal attitudes have begun to change, thanks to increased visibility and acceptance of transgender individuals. The late 20th and early 21st centuries have marked a significant shift in this dialogue. Contemporary politicians who openly identify as transgender challenge the traditional confines of gender within political spheres. Their presence in leadership roles represents a broader and more inclusive understanding of gender identity, validating experiences and paving the way for future leaders. While no U.S. president has publicly identified as transgender, historical figures like James Buchanan have undergone scrutiny, opening discussions on their sexual orientation and relationships. Such explorations often reflect society's evolving attitudes rather than definitive truths, highlighting the complexities of identity and leadership. Moreover, cultural representations in literature, film, and academia further illuminate these narratives, exploring the multifaceted challenges faced by those deviating from traditional gender roles. In examining gender identity and leadership, it is essential to consider intersectionality. The interplay of race, class, and sexuality alongside gender identity contributes to a nuanced understanding of marginalized leaders. Their experiences enrich our understanding of identity in politics, underscoring the importance of representation and inclusivity in leadership. This exploration not only reveals past injustices, but also illuminates pathways forward, encouraging a society that embraces a diversity of identities in positions of power. Throughout American history, the identities of leaders have often been examined under a magnifying glass, offering insights into societal norms and historical perceptions of gender. While no U.S. president has openly identified as transgender, a handful of figures provoke speculation and debate. Such discussions illuminate not only individual lives, but also the evolving understanding of gender identity in society. James Buchanan, the 15th president, stands at the forefront of these conversations. His close friendship with William Rufus King has sparked discussions about the nature of their relationship. While some historians theorize a deeper emotional connection, no definitive evidence suggests Buchanan identified as transgender. This highlights a common theme: the struggle to categorize relationships in light of contemporary definitions of gender and intimacy, which can differ profoundly from those in the past. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president, also invites scrutiny. His friendships with men and his sensitivity toward traditional gender roles have led to varied interpretations of his character. Scholars today explore the complexities of masculinity in Lincoln's era, revealing how societal expectations often pressured individuals into rigid molds. While there are no claims of Lincoln being transgender, the discussions surrounding his life prompt a reevaluation of how gender dynamics were navigated in leadership. Franklin Roosevelt adds another layer to this discussion. His relationships and the lens through which they are viewed reflect societal norms of his time. The analysis of FDR's life does not categorize him as transgender, yet it underscores the importance of recognizing how gender fluidity has always existed, often unnoticed in historical narratives.
Such reflections on New Deal politics and personal relations encompass larger themes of inclusivity and change that resonate today.
Moreover, examining figures outside the presidency enriches our understanding of gender identity. Individuals like Marsha P., Johnson and Christine Jorgensen have fought for LGBTQ+ rights and recognition, transcending their own stories to challenge societal norms. Their legacies remind us that gender nonconformity is deeply rooted in history, urging a more inclusive exploration of leadership and identity. As we navigate these historical discussions, it is essential to tread carefully, acknowledging the context in which these lives unfolded. By examining past presidents through a contemporary lens, we gain valuable insights into the evolving complexities of gender identity and the importance of representation in leadership.
Thanks for watching, and if you like my content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time on Poo Poo Politics.